so much of an introvert that I don't start conversation, and it can like be misleading. Because I think when people like look at me, they are just like, oh, like there's no way she's an introvert. But
Mm-hmm.
because online I'm very open, but the reason I'm open online is like I used to like I used to have a fan account on Twitter, and that's like how I grew up, and that was like my support system when I was growing up, and like my Twitter friends were like my support system, so that's always been like a place where I feel comfortable. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
always really open online, and I think it makes people think that I'm going to be like really outgoing in person, but then I'm not.
I
So
think it's also because like Twitter, Instagram, or like even YouTube, like with the phone, it makes it so easy because it's so intimate. It's just like us
yeah,
without an actual physical audience, you
yeah,
know? And then once you have like even myself, I'm an extrovert actually, but like
mm-hmm.
sometimes I feel like overwhelmed when I'm in like a big party setting. I'm like, oh, I
Yeah,
can feel more comfortable when it's just by myself with the phone
yeah,
in front of me.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely. I feel that. I feel like I don't even ever go to parties if I don't feel like I know someone there that I
Do you
know.
always go with somebody or do you ever show up to a
Yeah,
party
like
by
I'm the
yourself?
friend that like is going to the party and like is texting you like come outside and get me because I don't want to go inside by myself. Like that's me. I will not
Oh
go
my
inside
gosh,
with
really?
guys. Yeah,
And
absolutely.
that and so you and your friends, you guys share
Mhm.
clothes, right?
Yeah, yeah, we do.
I love
I
that.
I have shirts that I have not seen for 6 months, and they're in one of my friend's closets.
Are you
Well,
still
we
with
all
the
live
same
together.
roommates? Yeah.
Huh? Yeah, I
So
live with
you're
all my
still with the
best
same
friends.
roommates. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then are you guys all quarantined together right now?
No, two of them are like quarantining somewhere else, and then there's three people here, which is honestly like I would say probably better because like having like so many people here for such a long period would be like definitely a lot. But
Yeah.
I think it's the way that it is. But yeah,
Okay, so after your breakfast, after your peanut butter and banana toast breakfast, what do you do? What's your day like?
I actually just started working out again because I kind of like abandoned it for a little bit. Gotta be honest with myself, but I just started working out again. I just work out. I'm so lucky that I have a backyard, and I just spend my morning outside and I work out, and then I do yoga, which I've found like really calms me down. And like so many of my friends were trying to have me try yoga for like the longest time, and my
Mm-hmm.
mind never just sits still, so I never like understood it. Like they made me do it, and I was like, I hate this. But now I think I'm growing up, and I think I get it now.
Yeah.
So
So is your go-to workout right now yoga or you do your workout and then yoga?
I do a workout, and then I do yoga. I kind of do yoga more to like calm down.
Mm-hmm. So what kind of workout are you doing and for how long?
I do like high intensity, like I'll do abs or arms. I do two different types. Like I'll do either like arms or abs, or I'll do like butt and like different. Like I do two different ones, and each one's 10 minutes. But they like really work. And like honestly,
Mm-hmm.
like YouTube's an amazing place. Like you can find everything and make your life at home so interesting, and like find try so many new things that like
Uh-huh.
we've just been trying like new workouts that we find on YouTube, and it's honestly been really fun.
And
Yeah.
then after your workout and yoga, what do you do?
I usually read or I'll do work. I just started doing this photography course because I've always wanted to do photography, and like it's actually one of the reasons I moved here because I've always really wanted to do it. And even though I don't have anyone to shoot, I've just been like honestly like experimenting by myself and just doing like shoots by myself and having fun. So yeah. What about you? What have you been doing?
Uh, what have I been doing? I've been cooking a lot, baking a lot,
Same.
eating a lot. I was really good about workout like the first couple of weeks, and
Hmm.
then I slowed down a little bit because I my body's just not used to working out every single day.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I had to like slow down a bit. And then I also the first couple of weeks I was like on the phone so much and I was
Hmm.
getting like way too much content. It was stressing me out a little. Like I couldn't think for myself, you know? So now I actually don't really look at the phone much. I only just, and then I walk a lot. I walk my dogs every day. So
Oh,
like that's like my alone time when I'm like stressed out or whatever, or just I just want to end the day on a good note. I just go on walks. And then obviously the Song of Style brand, I'm working on the brand a lot. It's been hard because we can't really do actual shoots. So then like I've
yeah.
been having to like bother my boyfriend or like set everything up, like style myself and then film videos. So that's just actually been taking a lot of time. Like a couple
Yeah.
weeks ago, it was a little stressful, like trying to do a
Yeah.
shoot by yourself, you know?
Yeah. I mean, the more that you get into routine about it, maybe you like learn easier ways and like tricks that like will make it less stressful. For sure.
Yeah. And what
Like,
book are you reading?
I'm currently reading The Meaning of Life. It's by this place called the School of Life. They have like I think they have a facility somewhere in Europe. It's the I found it because they have a YouTube channel. It's like it's philosophy and psychology videos. I've been watching them since I was 17, and I think like it's honestly one of the reasons that like I know myself so much better because they just explain certain things of life that like but you don't take time to like sit still and think about just like how
Hmm.
you're like how the way that your parents like treat each other affects how you treat other people and like smaller things like if you just take 1 second to like think about you like can learn so much and just be
Hmm.
a better person. So I just found out they have like all these books and I'm reading one of them called The Meaning of Life. I actually really like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then did you move out of, because you're from Spain, right? Did
Hmm.
you, how old were you when you moved out?
I think I was 19.
So
Yeah.
young to a different country. That's like
Yeah.
major.
Yeah, it was a big commitment. I should have maybe done it slower, but now I know better. So, yeah.
What would you tell your 19-year-old self? What do you know now that you wish you knew back then, or an advice that you could give yourself?
Um, I would tell myself to listen to the older people around me because even though I'm really smart, the people around me also have years ahead of me. I used to just be like,
Hmm.
oh, like there's nothing you can tell me because like you don't like your view on the world is different because the world's so different now. But it like yes, it is, but also the way people behave is the same
Hmm.
at the end of the day. So
Yeah.
definitely that. I
And
think.
then is there like something that you wish you knew that you didn't know back then?
Hmm.
Like for an example, for me, if I could be 19 years old again, the one thing I wish I knew back then was like to do like therapy or like watch those like philosophical therapeutic like movies about like life. And you know how you said we are who we are because of how our parents shaped us, like the
Yeah.
experiences, whether it was good or bad, you are the outcome of your childhood. And when I was 19, I didn't know that. So I was like, I really didn't know. But I wish somebody had told me that so
Hmm.
that I could understand, like, I didn't have to struggle so much. I could just kind of understand, be like, it's not always my fault that
Yeah.
I am the way I am and I can improve, you know?
Yeah. I I feel like that to some extent. I think I was aware that I had to like look into like who I was as a person. But
Hmm.
then what I do wish that like younger me knew was like that none of it was my fault and like the person that I am today, like it's not bad. Like none of it is bad. It's just like the way that I am.
Yeah, you
And
turned
not
out
to ever
great.
pretend to be like someone else because I
Yeah.
feel like a lot of like my like time at 19 I just spent trying to be like what I thought everyone else was, and now that I'm 21 I'm like no one even no one is the way that I thought they were. And I was like
Hmm.
trying to be this version of a human that didn't even exist and it doesn't even exist in other
Hmm.
people. So
Yeah.
I think that's something that I wish I knew.
Cool. And okay, before I let you go, I'm gonna
Okay.
ask you to do three of your signature poses
Okay. um
so I can screenshot.
for
It's a screenshot moment
selfies or for like
for outfit pics or your go-to signature pose.
I feel like I like both of
Pretty.
like
Love the
how
background.
front and like going like this.
I'm gonna copy your pose. Okay. Signature pose 1.
Um, Let me think. I feel like when I'm wearing a dress, I like pictures like looking down, like they're candid. 'Cause I
Uh-huh.
like
Like looking for the penny that you just dropped.
yeah. Oh
Okay.
my god.
Looking for the penny that you just dropped. Did you find the penny yet?
Yeah. Oh my god. I didn't know you had a camera. And then I like sitting down pictures when I have a cute dress on. I usually
What's your
I like
signature
food. I like pictures with food because
food?
I feel like I don't really step outside unless I'm going to eat.
Mm-hmm. And
So
where are your go-to places to eat at?
in LA,
Hmm.
I love Zinc. I used to have a phase where I would go to Zinc every single day
The
for
one on Melrose.
yeah, yeah. And I used to
And what
make
do you order?
I ordered the play bowl. It was when I was trying to be healthy, and it was like my first steps into being healthy because I used to just eat whatever I wanted. So I was
Uh-huh.
like, this feels good. It feels satisfying like my other junk food, but it's not junk food, so I like it.
And what's your go-to junk food?
I'm like I'm a dessert person.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
like cotton candy.
I'm a
Like in Japan, you're eating so much dessert.
I am I I used to when I didn't care about my health, I used to like just if I was at a restaurant, I would most likely like not order a real meal and just order multiple desserts, which
Yeah.
is not good and I do not recommend.
Do you
But
feel like LA has changed you? Because our city is such a health conscious city.
um, I
Yeah.
think I think so. I think yeah, actually yeah. And I think it's so easy here to like if you want to try any type of diet or like anything, there's so many like different like you can go to Erewhon and any type of weird diet that you found online and that is not even real, Erewhon will have something that fits you. It's and
Yeah.
because I remember this one time I tried to do the keto diet and I was here and I was doing fine and then I went to Europe and I was like, wait, this is not as easy as I thought it was. But
Yeah,
here
it's
it
hard.
doesn't even feel like you're doing a diet. It just feels
Mm-mm.
like normal.
It's a lifestyle in LA.
Hmm.
Yeah, like I try not to eat dairy. So like when I'm in Italy, it's a little hard because everything there's like dairy and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, or trying to like eat more veggies. Italy,
Yeah.
it's easy. France, it's hard.
Really? I
Yeah,
haven't
because
had much food in France, really.
yeah, like all I eat in France is like a lot of like snacks, a lot of
Hmm.
croissants. Like I'll just
Oh,
yeah, load up on my croissants and I just go to like the same restaurants that I know I can
well,
get like fish and
honestly,
veggies.
I always think that like if you're traveling, it doesn't count because I think one big part of like exploring like a country's culture is like exploring their food.
Yeah, it's through
So
their food.
I don't ever feel guilty. Like I would never feel guilty if I go to Italy and I eat like pasta
Yeah.
and like things that I personally don't want to eat because I wouldn't be experiencing like a new culture otherwise.
Yeah. I mean, I think a lot of times when people have like that food guilt, it's actually not a healthy way of thinking, right? Because,
I
yeah. So we should just eat and listen to our body and
yeah,
enjoy what we want to eat.
yeah, for sure.
Okay, Cindy, before I let you go, what are you doing for the rest of the day?
I'm probably going to have this little photo shoot because I plan a mood board with like my favorite. I have like one of my favorite movies, and I wanted to do a shoot inspired by it. So I'm gonna
And
do
are
that.
you gonna
And
shoot
even
it
put on a
yourself?
yeah, yeah.
I love all your photos. They're so creative and artsy.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
I put a lot of effort in it. Thanks.
They look really good. It's hard to
Oh,
create. So I love that like you're not ashamed to say that you put a lot of effort in it because I think it's so honest. Like sometimes people are like, "Oh, I just shoot it like this." I'm like, "No, you did not."
I well, I want to be a photographer someday, and like right now, I don't have any models that I can use, but I have myself. So I have no
Yes.
shame and like admitting that like I like put an effort into it. So yeah.
I love that.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yay, Cindy, thank you so much for joining this live.
Thank you and congrats on the launch.
Thank
I love it.
you. You look like a babe, an angel.
Oh,
Bye.
bye.